Hi, this is Tim from Garden Hands in central Wisconsin. We're going to start clearing trails. We're going to start making it so we can get on our trails for tapping trees. There's just enough snow we can't get through it with our Kubota side by side. So we go out with our skid loader and we make a trail first, just driving it to break it a little bit, and then we come back and kind of plow it off to the side. We've done this for the last 3 years. It helps a lot the first few times you gather, but then after that it kind of starts to make it a little muddier sooner. So to alleviate a little bit of the mud, in the last couple of summers we've hauled in some wood chips and spread wood chips where we do have a little bit of trouble in the woods. And I think we're going to keep doing that, and then also maybe add a little bit of gravel with it, just some limestone gravel, some class 5, to kind of help keep the woods in better shape so we don't make ruts. We don't want to hurt our woods if we can. We like to keep the trails nice and smooth. We have, like we've said before, about 300 taps, and we probably have, just guessing, 1.5 miles of trails that we do, give or take. So it takes about 4 hours with a skid loader doing this, and when you're doing this, it also helps get rid of some branches. If there's a branch that fell across the trail, you kind of get that out of the way too, for when you come through with a Kubota or side by side to gather the sap. Getting up on the roof today, we're going to go up, and we made a little bit of a platform on top of our cupola, and it's easier to stand on top of that. I guess you didn't see it in the film, but it's easier to stand on top of that to put the smokestack up. We take our smokestack down and we store it up on top, and then we cover the hole with a pail. The reason we cover that is so we don't get rain down inside that runs down the stack of our exhaust from the evaporator, and we don't have any moisture, so we don't get rust, we don't get corrosion, we don't get animals. So it keeps it a little bit cleaner inside, but then you have the job of putting the smokestack up and taking it down when you're done and when you begin. It only takes about 10 minutes to take it down and probably about 10 minutes to put it up again, so it's not a hard job to do. So today we're going to clean up or get started preparing for boiling. So one of the first things we do is uncover the evaporator. We store the evaporator in the shack. We cover it with a sheet, and then also a piece of aluminum that fits on top that covers it. So we cover it with the aluminum, and we have a sheet on top of that. So we take it out of the shack and use some hot water, and we rinse it out. And the reason we rinse it out is just to get rid of a little bit of a dust that would have accumulated over the summer and winter. In the spring, when we're done evaporating, we take the evaporator out of the shack and haul it back to the farm, just a little ways down the road, and clean it and clean all the scale out of the inside and all the carbon that builds up on the bottom of it from the fire off of the bottom. And that takes a few hours to clean it. And ours is just a small evaporator. So we clean this up, we rinse it out, and we rinse out a bulk tank. We have a milk bulk tank that we use to store the sap when we bring it in from gathering. We rinse that out, and then we rinse out our evaporator and our lines that go from the pump into the shack, and we'll show those on another video. And anything else that we use, I guess. And we'll save like, we don't use too much, but we gotta do that tank yet too. But we can go get some.
Should I do it for the camera?
Uh-huh.
This face?
That's what I was thinking, Kevin.